What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm going to show you how to make a brain out of a foam sphere. We've already done part of it because it was really long process. So I'll show you what we used. So we used air dry clay, and then here is what she is. This is a brain. This is the brain, and this is the Model Magic clay. Hold on. Show them the bottom of it. Look, show the bottom of it. So that's the bottom of it. It is. What is it? A sphere foam?
It's a styrofoam sphere. It's a styrofoam circle that she cut the bottom off of so that it would sit flush with the table. And then you gotta leave a part for the brainstem. And then she had to cut out a portion of that to put the brainstem, and she covered the sphere with Model Magic, white Model Magic.
Yep.
And then we've rolled some of these
little strings to represent, like, Mom,
I'll show you how to roll them. Come here.
So as you can see, our table is
So
actually
to roll
pretty
them,
dope.
you just get a little
Piece.
piece. Let me show. And then you just
Rude.
roll them back and forth.
Make sure you make them thin.
Yeah, make them kind of thin, not too chunky, because you need to curl them up on that
And
brain to make it
that is actually not enough. What you think it'd look like enough,
right, sure.
but it's not. And this
So
is
now
what
this
it
is
looks
what it
like.
looks like.
And then we just put it in the pile with the other ones. And we also have these paints. She's gonna paint. Are you painting those, Logan?
I'm gonna paint them once I get them on.
We're gonna paint those. We're gonna paint the brain.
You can
Now-
show the brainstem.
Over here, where's the brainstem at? Oh. So over here, we have a brainstem. Oh my gosh, it's almost already dry.
Please put it down.
So here's the
Be careful.
brainstem.
I don't mean for you to pick it up.
Well, they can't see all the parts. It's almost dry anyways.
Okay.
And
Come show them what Logan's doing.
Logan, explain what you're doing. But we
So
took
there are
this.
different parts of the brain that I need to specifically point out for the specific project. But if you're going to use it for a different project, you can do different parts of the brain that you need.
What part
to
are you
point
doing
out.
right now?
Right now I'm doing the frontal lobe, which controls like personality and basically everything that makes you you. And
Doesn't the frontal lobe also filter your vocabulary and the things that you say and how you say them?
no, that's
So-
well,
This is what we're doing.
kind of, but that's more of Warnick's bronchus area.
And that's what we're doing right now. So I'll update you when she is done with that part.
So Logan's still working on her brain. What are you working on now?
Motor cortex.
Still the cortex?
Motor cortex.
Motor cortex. Okay. So just to recap, the only thing that you need to make a brain for a project is a styrofoam sphere shaped like a ball, and then just cut off the bottom so that
Modeling
it,
K. Different colors and white.
hey, please stop. So that it sits on the bottom
It's
of
my
the floor
video.
in the presentation. And you need modeling clay. You need paint. And there's the paint there, and the paint brushes, the sticks to hold it up for when you're doing the brainstem. This is the modeling clay that I've already rolled out for the actual brain when she's going to curl it on the base that she has there. And then she's got colored modeling clay
So we have
so that she can mark the separate parts.
we have the regular colors and we have neon.
And then we got some little neon poster board.
And then we have a big black one up there. And all this came from Michael's.
And all that poster board is just so that she can label the parts of the brain, and the stick, she could stick it on there. And the black poster board, which is right here, it's like a thick cardboard or plastic. She's going to use that as her presentation board. You could also use it to put your brain on there and then put the little cards labeling the different types and the different parts of the brain.
So now we're on the occipital lobes. That's not funny, look at.
What do you want now?
I'm doing the occipital lobe right now.
Occipital lobe, yeah.
Occipital lobe. What does that control?
Your eyes.
Your
And
what?
Your eyes.
Your eyes.
And this is the temporal lobe, which controls how you hear things and interpret different things. And then this is your motor cortex, controls like how you move, if you move,
Do you need more of this?
how far, depth. And this is your frontal lobe, like we already talked
What
about.
do you do with this?
Right done.
Oh, okay. See it.
So now what she's starting to do is just kind of roll the little brain.
Can they be on that?
The brain noodles around.
Could
So it
they
looks
be
like
on
the
this
brain.
one?
No, don't put them on that.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how you do it. It can be pretty random.
It needs to be random, actually.
Yeah, it needs to be. That can't be done, can it?
You can't loop it over.
Is that good? Is that good, Logan? Oh, yours looks so much better.
Well, you can leave yours like that and then just fill in the middle with another thing.
This one.
Like this.
So one side of her brain is almost done. Not sure what she's doing.
So basically, if you don't like stitch it together to where the air can't get out from under it, they'll eventually come off, and you don't want it to come off, especially if you want it to last a while. So when it dries, it'll dry pretty much airtight, so where that won't come off. Art class 101.
And you want to do what she's doing instead of pressing it down, because if you press the little tubes down that we
Mama,
put
show
on
'em
there,
how I do it.
it'll flatten it out and it won't look like the brain. And so Cam's putting hers on over here.
Because this is very frustrating.
So Cam's still doing this side, but Logan's trying to get the air out from under.
Can they be touching together?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good right there?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. One of mine broke.
We'll get back.
Huh?
All right, so we're about done putting the brain stuff on there.
No, we are done.
Are we?
Yep. Which we didn't need
Logan, I
on
think
this.
you need to go through on that side and make sure the air's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put these all up.
I'm really not worried about the top because it'll just sit there.
I just squished it together. It's so satisfying.
Good.
So we put the brain on a strainer with some toothpicks holding it up so that she can put the brain stem, which is right there, so she can hook the brain stem in and paint it so it'll dry overnight.
And now we're gonna work on painting it. And this is I made her paints.
I'm tired.
Then I did this little thingy. Now we're going to paint. Okay, we're going with the blue. You're supposed to wet that first.
Okay.
So now
So we're
we are painting the brain. So this part is pink, even though there's no pink around it, and this part is green because we painted it green because there's this green part.
Oh, you have to say that again because I didn't get any of that.
Okay, so we're painting the brain. This part is pink because there's different kinds of colors, and this is gonna be yellow, orange, and we painted. Since it's like that, that's gonna be green. Like that, it's gonna be blue, and just like and then this is how.
Okay, Logan. This is taking a pretty good while to paint this. Still painting.
It's taking a pretty good while. We've been at it for like 2.5 hours.
Hey, there's white showing underneath the bottom.
That's okay. That's what we meant.
So we're painting the different hemispheres of the brain. Cameron's finishing up on the pink. There's orange, and then the yellow, and then the brain stem, which she's going to apply in the morning. She made that out of the model clay too. The brain is done, painted.
Yes.
Now it has to dry.
And look at my hands. And look at show them my ear, Mama.
I don't want to show them that.
Yeah.
Please don't knock it over. Whatever, I don't care if you knock it over because of freaking me. That's where I was.
Different parts of the brain. The brain stem, which is drying. And that's it. And she's gonna put the brain stem
Right here, Mama.
on the other side. Oh, behind the orange part. And I'm just gonna put the brain stem right here. And that'll be it.
Mom, you need to sweep.
So here's the frontal. This will be the left parietal. This will be the right parietal. This will be the occipital. And the brainstem will go right there. All done. That's your project.